can you with the shorts on the wall at your house, then?
Yeah, man, they're me swimming shorts, them. Followed them.
Well, listen, one more to go, and you've got a five-a-side team.
Say again.
One more to go, and you've got a five-a-side team, mate.
One more to go.
You just had a little lad, haven't you?
Oh,
Dalton.
sorry, mate. Yeah.
So,
right there he is, there, lad.
they're tiny.
He's tiny, mate. He's tiny, honest to God. He's the little fella, but
Yeah.
he's a belter, though. You honestly.
So that's number 4. 4 lads.
Yeah, number 4, mate. Yeah, fucking hell. Two under this household. So, I want to make me little boys, innit? But yeah, 4.
How's Brody like him being a big brother then?
He's loving it, you know, mate, aren't you, bro? Hey, he's enjoying it, mate, because he has to start like doing adult things now, which he's enjoying, like making the baby's bottle. You can do that, can't you?
Yeah.
What else you do is feeding the baby with us as well, weren't you?
Yeah.
Just helping out around the house, and he's the bin man as well. He does the bins on, you know, the lockdown, like he's the bin man, aren't you? Yeah. Does all the bins and that, bless him. So he gets stuck in. He's been helping out, mate. He's stepped up as the big brother. So
well, it's been. Listen, if this lockdown was going to happen at any time, this is probably the most perfect time for you. You got a chance to spend a bit of time with baby's mum and you, like I say, little Brody and new little Dalton.
Yeah, do you know what? Like you said earlier, you know, this lockdown. I know it's like it's took its toll on everyone, obviously, even myself and ourselves. You know what I mean? But like we've had to stay, under one roof and make things work. We have, and with the baby coming at this time as well, it's just come at a time where it's just us and him in the house, concentrating on ourselves as a family, and it's been great, mate. It really has. Like,
didn't you almost have to deliver it?
What's that?
Didn't you almost have to deliver little Dalton?
Yeah, I nearly delivered them in the house. She was in labour. Here she is.
Hey, yes, I like the polka dots.
Bringing the coffee in, lad. You know, yeah, polka dots. Hey, look, she's even got me a new cup. You want to see me cup?
Go on. Daddy cup, is it? His love. Oh, his lords. His lordship.
Hey, I've gone up in the world, haven't I, Lee? I've got my missus here looking after as well. I've got my 2 little lads. And you know what? I haven't been on social media or nothing, to be fair, because I've been in lockdown. Don't make a noise. And I've enjoyed the lockdown with the family. I've just cut myself off from all social media and everything. We've had the baby, the newborn, to keep us busy. We've had our Brody here as well, keeping him active because he's an active kid anyway. So we've enjoyed it, mate, to be fair. And I am looking forward now to being released back out there, because I am really I'm eager, mate, and I'm hungry for it. Even she's like, you know, you need to get back out and do a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'm itching. I'm at the bit for it now. So I've really loved the family time with the baby, and I'm enjoying it now. Hopefully for another couple of weeks if we can, and then once we get back out there, I'm eager then to get back out there, mate, and get back.
Well, there's talk about shows going on. Eddie Hearn's putting shows on in July behind closed doors, and really? We're talking about fights being appropriate for that. And you and Fazza would be a perfect fight for that. Now, I just spoke to Fazza. I've not managed to record it. I'll have to do it again with him. But I know it's me. I'm no good with this modern technology. How long it just took us to get to this stage, mate?
Yeah, but you're recording me, yeah, right.
It's recording now. It's red lights on and it's telling me we're recording, mate.
Yeah, and I've got snot in my eyes and everything because I've got it with the baby this morning. And then you just said, do the Skype, but I'm sitting here, the baby. I've just been watching that Nick Knowles, Close Calls and that, but we'll download Skype, downloaded it, and then we just phoned you. And here we are now. I haven't even had time to go and brush my teeth. I've
not got many to brush, so
blow my eyes.
But getting back to Masha, with the fight with Fazza,
Yeah.
he said, he's very fortunate because he managed to get the warm up. You were due to fight the week after him on the 28th, weren't you?
Warm up. He got tired.
But you were due to fight. Well, it was a good hard little fight for him. That I enjoyed it.
That was a do you know what, things happen for a reason, and I believe that was a fight he needed, before the fight we have again, the rematch, because that kid was a nuisance. He was in his face, he was awkward, and it was a good style for him to come and fight me again because he come forward a little bit, so I think he needed
Well,
that.
he was also worried about the cut because obviously the cut that he caught that happened with the fight with you was a bad cut, and he'd been sparring with head guards on, which had protected the cut because it was right in between his eyebrows, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And again, that was obviously nagging at the back of his mind. He didn't want to pick up a cut. The fight between you two probably was due to happen around about now, wasn't it? Towards the end of this month.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to pick up a cut or anything like that. Quite a nervous fight. Didn't know what to expect, and I just watched the kid fight the week before against Jack Rafferty, and he's a right little nightmare. He was.
He is, yeah, I could see that, when we said ringside, as soon as that belt, like you could see before it started the fight, because obviously I hadn't seen nothing of the kid, but when I looked down for, he looks like a game little character in me. He's going to be,
Listen, he's going to be
and tricky, and he was as well, so, but as the fight went on, it was getting a bit, it was like, bloody hell, and I was waiting for Tom to sort of, stamp on him a little bit, but he was a tricky little customer, and Tom dealt with him. But he come at a price, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? So
well, I think he's going to give a lot of people trouble. If things open up and the foreigners come over, he's going to be a very busy lad.
I was hoping to get that fight with that kid after Tom. When we were due to fight, I was going to see Stephen, and hopefully to get that fight with him, just to see where I was, just to test myself against him. And obviously, Buck, I love Tom, respect the kid. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's not a bad word I can say about Tom. But we're fighting each other. Do you know what I mean? So we can't be tickling each other and pally. But I was hoping to fight that kid because I wanted to do a number on that kid just to show him, you know what I mean, that I am better than him, and I am
have the psychological advantage because
just to show him psychologically I am better than him, and I will beat him, and I'll show him that I'll beat him, and I'll beat the lad that he struggles with. I will beat convincingly, mate, and I know I will.
No, listen, you're both VIP fighters, and it's a fight that I am looking forward to because you surprised me, and I think you surprised a lot of people. I think you even surprised Tom because I don't think anyone thought you could come out and box as clinically as you did.
Done what I done, mate.
Yeah,
I shocked a lot of people, mate, but you know what I do, Lee, and I love it, yeah, and I'll do it this time around again, mate, because I've got the bug and I fucking love it, is I'm going to do my homework, I'm going to do my research, I'm going to come up with a plan, a tactic that's just going to be moving them all again. No one's going to expect what's going to come, mate. He might think, he's going to come at me now this time, or is he going to box?
But does that matter?
Happen, mate?
But does that matter with you? Because
doesn't know because I'm just
because you're very adaptable in there. You don't really, we all call you the bogeyman and everything, but that's a bit of a little bit of a disrespect, I think, because you're quite a clever fighter. I don't think people understand how well you adapt to your opponents, as you did. Do you remember when we was talking about the Patera fight? We was very surprised at how good Patera was, and after 2.5 rounds, you sussed him out and you went and did the work that you needed to do to beat the man.
Yeah, and again, that was a test to how good we can be, to adapting on the night with our ability, and he was a perfect example. Even though there was a lot of them, like most of my fights, I've had to adapt. I've gone in with a plan, and it's always like I've always gone in there with two plans. One is what we all think and see what will happen, and me just trying to do my best to win, or I plan what no one's going to expect, and I always go there with the unexpected, and obviously the obvious as well. So I'll state the obvious, and I'll always try and work the obvious and better myself. But then I'll always be ready to go and do the unexpected. You know what I mean? And
Have you got your love back now? Because there was a period, you know, when you picked up those couple of losses and things weren't going well, and you seem to lost your drive a little bit. But that's not seems to be the case. The fight with Fazza seemed to really perk you up.
It was, mate. And I'm honest in my interviews, and I'm honest in everything, in our speak and our feel. And you know, at that time with Fazza, I said to you, I am going to beat him. I felt good. I felt I was in a good place. I was happy. And I was gonna beat him, mate. And I knew I was gonna beat him, and I knew it was gonna be brutal. I know it was a bit of a head clash, and
Yeah,
it ended the way it was.
well, yeah, but you were boxing really well, which, like I say, you surprised everyone.
It was going down that road, wasn't it?
Well, again, I've only seen bits of it. I never got a chance to see it all. I was filming a show on.
Don't have any cheese before you watch it because it'll give you nightmares.
But
get there with a little bit of popcorn. It's only short and sweet, but it's a good fight, mate. As long as it lasted, it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think a lot of people want to see it again. And certainly for Liverpool, it's a fantastic fight. Birkenhead versus Merseyside. It's brilliant, isn't it? Local rivalries.
It's just a good fight for me and Tom. Individuals, you know what I mean? Even like without the Birkenhead Liverpool rivalry type of thing. Just me and Tom, two domestic lads, local lads, good lads. Well, as boxers, just two genuine lads getting in the ring and mixing up because of our styles.
But isn't it one of those? Well. This is one of those fights you used to dream about, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Because Fazza was always a top amateur, and he was a kid always leading the way, and you was always following in his footsteps.
I always looked up to Fazza. Who's that McGuinness kid, was it? And who's one of Fazza's mates, and Brogan.
Yeah.
It was mainly Fazza and Brogan that I always used to watch and follow and keep my eye on, and used to let on to me, and you know, and it was nice, you know what I mean, to think one day I could be as good as them. Not one day be better than them and beat them on Sky. Do you know what I mean? That's something that's something I never ever thought I would get to. You know, so I've reached further than what I would reach than I ever expected. One day I can be as good as him. Not one day I'll get in the ring and beat him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
so
I never thought that, mate. I never ever thought that ever. I never thought I'd share the ring with Fazza. Never did. Do you know what I mean?
But at 35, you seem to have this hunger. You're still young to boxing. I mean, what? It's less than 10 years since you first put a pair of boxing gloves on.
Yeah.
So realistically, you know, it's fights, that age of fights, so not age. So
yeah.
You think you could, if you won this fight against Fazza, there's those big fights out there again for you?
Well, do you know what, right? Like, I don't want to, like, the fight with Faz is a big fight. It's a good fight. It's a big fight for the Northwest boxing anyway, and the fans. But like, there's bigger fights out there for me. Like, I boxed Faz. I got the decision. I would happily have Faz in a rematch. It's not a fight that I'm shouting out. I'm not shouting out the rematch with Faz because it's still a 50-50 fight on paper, isn't it? You know what I mean? But I do believe I've got his number.
Listen, for me, if you have to go off records and everything, you're the underdog.
Yeah,
you know, you're the guy who's moving up in weight. You're the guy whose recent record or recent form has not been brilliant.
I was coming off a bad form. I was stepping up a weight into his territory. You know, everything was against me, and I won. I won well. I'm not going to say I won easy and take that away from Tom because I'm not, because it wasn't. But I won well. I performed well, and I won well. And it made it look a little bit easy, but it wasn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, just in boxing terms.
Do you like being the underdog, Joe? Do you think being the underdog brings out the best in you?
Yeah, definitely, because it's that fact of me fighting bigger people. I always used to love to fight a bigger person because I'd look at a lad my size and height on the street and think, you know, we're all right. But a lad that was taller than me, bigger than me, that would look at me, look down at me and think, I will beat you because I'm little. I used to welcome and I used to encourage that, to fight them, and used to knock fuck out of these big lads because I used to think, you big fucking bully, you know what I mean? I will smash you. And I used to do them all the time, and I used to get a kick out of it, you know what I mean? But fighting lads your own size and stuff is like, it's different, you know what I mean? It's a different thing, mate. So I don't even know what I was talking about there or where I went with that, you know what I mean? But I just can't wait to fight, Lee.
You just want to be the underdog, don't you, mate? It's
well,
where your best performances have always come when you're
the underdog. Yeah. When people
when
think
you've gone in, when things have probably gone wrong for you, is actually when you've gone in there as a favourite, as with, you know, you probably went in as a favourite against Tommy Coyle, you know.
You know what? Just a point there, right? Yeah, just a point there. I know exactly, and I felt that with Tommy. I didn't even feel like I wasn't mentally, like, I wasn't going in there to fucking to beat, to have it with, like, I wasn't going in there with that attitude with Tommy. It was like I'd already won. The fight was already won in my eyes because of the phone call I got the night before the Tommy Coyle fight was my dad had got the all clear through cancer. That was the fight was won. I woke up the next day and I won my fight, but then I had to go and fight Tommy Coyle. I wasn't mentally ready to fight. You know what I mean? Because the fight was won. Give me that fight now with Tommy Coyle, it'll be a different fight. I'm telling you now, it'll be a different fight. I'll go in that fight completely differently. And I love Tommy, but I know it'll be a different out. It might be a different out. I don't know, but I'd be a different person in there, and I know I would, mate. But touching on there, right, when I said about fighting the bigger lads, and that used to get me really geared up to fight. Going into the boxing, fighting lads might the same height or same weight, but they would have the experience on me, and they would look down on me. They would look down on me as
so you're stubborn. That's what you're trying to say. You're very stubborn.
Yeah. They would look down on me as like, he's shite him. I will beat him, and that would make me feel like me being back on the streets, fighting lads who were too bigger than me, thinking, he's only a little blade. Do you know what I mean? So I'd be like, right, okay then. So I really get really excited and geared up to fight these lads. I really want to fucking fuck them up, mate. Now, when I go into the boxing, and these lads are the same height and same size as me, wouldn't ask me. But when he starts saying that he's only a muppet, I'll box it, I think, yeah, we'll fucking see then. And that really gets me get geared up to go and do a number on these, mate. And really make sacrifices, major sacrifices, like sacrifices where I don't see. Where is he? I don't see this.
Brody.
I don't see him, mate, for a long time. I don't spend no time with him. I don't spend no time or nothing with him. And I miss him, mate. It gets me emotionally upset.
That's what gets you fired up.
But that's what gets me fired up, to beat these fuckers, mate. So I can beat them and think I beat you, and I can go and spend time with my son, and you cannot look down on me and say that again. You know? You next time you look at me and you'll smile and say,
it's a strange thing, but you have to find out what burns what gets that fire burning inside you, don't you?
Yeah.
And when that fire's not burning inside you, you know, you can't perform.
You want to hate me in front of my kids, man. You want to hate me? Fucking let's bring it on. You know what I mean? I've got another one here now as well, a little fella. You know, so there's too much at stake, mate. You know what I mean? I'm just win, lose or draw. What will happen now that my dad's got sorted is I will be giving it my all, mate. You will see the best. My performance with Fazza, that was a great performance, and I loved it. And just a few things have just fell into place now that I feel that I want to capitalise and carry on from where it just left off.
This time off is actually beneficial for you to think. There has been a mad rush, and I know maybe the last 18 months to 2 years, maybe not quite the same as the previous 3 years.
Yeah.
But it still has been a meteoric rise from where you were to where you are now, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I just needed that bit of time again now, with what was going on, just to get sorted and sort things out. And it just feels like it's happened now, and it's done. Do you know what I mean? So this time now is just basically we're just waiting to get back out there and go and enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Like just get out there and enjoy life now, mate. Really.
Well, like I was just saying to Tom, hopefully you and him can get it on again. there can be a proper decision this time. You know what I mean? Where the court was it was sad. You know what I mean?
It was a shame. It was a shame, and I felt for Tom, mate, because his career's at stake and his reputation, and for it to go out with a big slice in his head like that, where there's not much nothing he can do about it. Of course, I fell for him, mate. I love the lad, you know what I mean? I fucking fell for him. That's why I didn't rub it in, you know what I mean? Whereas someone else, you'd rub it in the pricks. But Tom's not, you know what I mean? He's a good lad, he's a sound kid. And I fell for him, mate. I did. That's why there's a lot of talk with me fighting that Kate Prosper. Not Tom. Kate Prosper, the kid from London, who's the Commonwealth champion, yeah.
Yeah.
Owara Davies has been blabbing his little mouth off with to Robbie Davis. So me and Robbie Davis should go down south and fill them bums in, you know what I mean? And then and then I could become super lightweight champion, and then I'd give Fazza a little crack at that if he wants, you know what I mean?
So it's exciting. You've got a bright future once all opens up again.
Isn't it? There's loads happening, so I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait, mate, isn't it?
Well, listen, you enjoy time with little Dalton and Brody and the missus, and hopefully I'll catch up with you soon when this madness goes down. Because your gym's been extended, you know, mate.
You look sick, mate. I know, yeah. I've been, it's out there and that, but like, I just don't. I'm getting excited now, and I don't want to get too excited. Just keep myself in the lockdown with the family the minute until I'm ready to be released.
He's added it's like a strength and conditioning room, isn't it? Really?
It's a
strength and conditioning room, isn't it? Really, that.
It's like it's going to be like I think like a circuit area, yeah. And yes, because he's got boxing side, then he's got all the weight side, and then he's going to have that conditioning side. He's got the therapy side, he's got the cardio side. It's fucking
done amazing there, hasn't he, Sean?
It's unbelievable, mate. He's done absolutely. I haven't seen the finish now, but I know what he's like, and I know what he would have done to that, mate. I just know, you know what I mean? So I can't wait, mate. Can't wait to get in there and have a little look. Really can't.
Ben Birmingham, your teammate, he was due to get started his professional career. So hopefully that'll happen before the end of the year if everything goes as well as I hope. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, look forward to see Ben because he just turned over and he didn't get the chance to get out there and spread his wings. So hopefully now after this lockdown and we get a date, he can get out there and everyone can get a look at Ben Birmingham and see the new rise and talent that, you know, Burke and Adventure have produced. You know what I mean? He's been there. I've seen Ben. I remember Ben when he was about, you know, however old he was when he come in. He must have. He only seemed about 12 because he only looks about 13 now. He's about 12 and he was about 6 foot then. You know what I mean? But you know, he's a young man now and he's ready to turn on the heat in the professional ranks. And I'm really looking forward to joining along his journey, mate, and watching how he gets on.
Right. Well, listen, I'm looking forward for you kickstarting yours again. Like I say. If it is with Fazza, it'll be a cracking night. And like I said, may the best man win. But listen, enjoy that free time you've got with the kids there. You know, make the most of it. So when you do come back, you're going out at full steam, mate. Because at your age,
watch out for me, don't you, lad? At my age, you don't want to watch out, kid.
Take care, Masha. See you later, mate. See you,
care.
Brody.
Yeah,
bye.
He's just gone for a change. The other fella's getting a change there.
Bye.
See you later, lad. Ta-ra, mate.
Take care.
Take care, mate. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.